What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to go from $1,000 to $100,000 flipping cars. And I'm not just going to be showing you, I'm going to be actually taking you with me along the whole journey so that you can see exactly what it takes to be good with this stuff. And hopefully I can inspire some of you guys to actually start yourself. And one of the big things we're going to be going over first and foremost is the number one thing, which is actually searching for the deals to begin with. But as you can see here, it looks like it's probably about to start pouring on me pretty soon. So I'm not trying to get drenched. Let's get right to it. Alright, my name is Jamal from Flipping University. In this channel, we're going to mainly be going over how you could buy and sell cars and make good profits from it. I'll be posting at least one YouTube video per week, so if that sounds like something that you're into, make sure you subscribe. So before we go over the number one way I would actually suggest to find good deals flipping cars, first we're going to go over the main things that we're going to be covering along the whole series. The main reason why I started this series is for a couple of things. I see a lot of channels out there that go over the specifics of how to flip cars yourself, but first thing, it could either be where they don't actually go too deep in how you actually cover it in a day-to-day life. It might just put together a quick highlight reel of what they're doing along the process. But then the second thing on top of that, for the people that are kind of walking you along the process, it's two problems with it. From what I see, the first problem is that they either have their own setup where they have their own shop, they have their own people working for them, and that makes it a lot harder to understand for people that's like me, who are literally just doing that same process on the street. You don't have a driveway. This driveway right here is not mine. This is actually my landlord's. And then the second thing that I would see among other YouTube channels where they are possibly doing it themselves is that they are some mechanical whizzes. Like, they know how to do everything from doing clutches and swapping engines, doing whole paint jobs. And I'm just going to be honest, for me, yes, I'll do the work myself. I'll fix the cars myself. I'll do the detailing myself. But truthfully, I do it because it saves money, not because sitting under the hood all day is some time for peace and tranquility for me. I'd much rather be doing other things to enjoy my time. So in this series and in this channel, I'm going to mainly be catering it to people that's just like me, that first of all don't have all that stuff, that they could actually have their own shop and their own people working for them. But also I want to make it beginner friendly enough so that people that are just like me, that either A, don't know much about cars themselves, so they can't do all the other stuff that people are doing, like swapping engines and whatnot, or B, they just don't see fixing cars as the highlight of their day. And we're going to be having three rules along this whole series. The first rule is probably the most obvious. As you can see with the title of this video, we're only going to be starting with $1,000 and then going up from there. Whatever we're buying and whatever we're doing with that first car, not only just purchasing it, but actually fixing it up and all that stuff, it has to come up to $1,000 at most. And then the second thing, as this actually grows and we have more cars to play around with, we're only going to be using the money that we started with and we're flipping with to keep going with the whole series. We're not going to be adding money on top of that to do things. And of course, myself, I'm not going to be touching this money at all. I'm going to be using it strictly for this challenge. And the third rule along this whole challenge is that I'm going to be buying my cars in two different ways. Either one way will actually be going through private sale, doing things like Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and all that stuff. And the second way will actually be going to dealer auctions. And if you're wondering how I'm able to get into a dealer auction when I'm only working on the street, as you could see, just email me down below. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it without having your own dealership. But that said, let's go inside and tell you about how to search for deals before I'm out here looking like a wet noodle. Oh, and actually one other thing. For now, I'm just gonna be filming this all on my phone. Let me know how the mic actually sounds. If it sounds like trash, just let me know in the comments. Don't be disrespectful with it, all right? I will come for you if you say some disrespectful type stuff. But honestly, let me know what you guys think. If I have to, I'll get a new mic just for this series. I want the content to be as good as possible for you guys. Okay. And now we're back inside. And by the way, don't mind this little finger brace right here. I messed myself up having to slap somebody's silly. Now, searching for the deals for the cars is probably one of the most important parts of actually flipping cars, because when you're flipping cars, or when you're really flipping anything, the main money that you're going to be making is actually when you're going to be buying whatever it is, not when you're going to be selling it later. But for you to actually understand where these deals are coming from, I want you to actually put your mindset into the frame of where these sellers are going to be thinking. So think about it like this. The people that's going to be selling these cars are actually going to fall into either one of two categories. The first category goes to the people that's probably watching this video, to be honest. That's the people that's actually doing the research, looking at what the car is worth, doing all the behind the scenes stuff to make sure that they actually get the top dollar for the car that they're selling. The second category goes to the people that don't know much about the car industry. Those are the people that are like 70 years old and they barely know anything about the internet. They barely know anything about selling cars in general. But at the same time, they just want their car gone. They just want it sold. These are going to be the people that we're going to be trying to find when we're actually searching for cars. And one of the number one ways that I would actually go about looking for those type of people making those posts, and if you're just beginning with this, looking for the posts that have bad pictures. And when I say bad pictures, I mean posts like this that are posted up while it's dark out, while it's raining, with really bad angles where you could barely see the car itself. These are things that people actually do when they're posting up their cars just because they might not know too much about selling. So though low-key, it is kind of like we're taking advantage of the fact that they don't really know too much. I mean, if we're not gonna do it, somebody's gonna do it. So, you know, you just gotta be the first one. All right, now for the people that's actually gonna be following me along with this journey and actually doing it yourself, I'm also gonna be putting together a live training. I'm gonna be doing it at the beginning of next month. That's gonna be walking you through more of the full process to actually go about buying and selling cars. And on top of that, I've also been working on something behind the scenes to help you guys a lot more. And I'm going to be releasing it for a limited time with the people that's in that training. So make sure you register for it. It's in the link in the description. All you have to do is just put in your email. It's completely free. And then in the next video, we're going to be going over the journey that I'm going to be taking to buy my first car for under $1,000. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when the video comes out. All right, guys, till next time, peace.